worst movie ever, and sinned and
Rogen, he took drugs before he made this movie, and that's from the bottom of my heart. Seth Rogen is the elite. What do I mean by the elite? He is one of the elite Hollywood crackheads. Let me name you some of the elite that in Hollywood right now as we speak. Rian Johnson, the crackhead that did The Last Jedi, he's one of the Hollywood elites because he keeps getting projects. Jar Jar Abrams, the guy that destroyed Star Trek and Star Wars at the same time. That dude is one of the Hollywood elite crackheads. Ryan the Raccoon, Ryan the Coon that did the last Black Panther movie without the male Black Panther. There is no good experience with that. These are Hollywood elite crackheads. And you could probably put Jordan Peele up there too. By the way, fuck me. This movie was dull and boring. This movie was 99 minutes. It's a short film. Why couldn't they get to the damn point? The first 10 minutes of the movie, I will admit, the first 10 minutes was amazing. You see these stormtrooper-like characters of trying to get Baxter Stockman, trying to kill him, trying to take him out. And I thought that was going to be the tone for the whole entire movie. Fuck me for thinking that. I wanted more. I desperately did. From the bottom of my heart, I'm a Ninja Turtle fan, and they didn't give me that. The best Ninja Turtle stories are them doing stuff in the dark. I hated in this movie that the world knew who they were. I hated in this movie that they were trying to be human, basically. That they wanted to live in society. And that was like the moral of the story. Utter trash. This movie was pathetic. After the first 10 minutes, the next 30 to 40 minutes was them meeting up with April, and April just showing them how New York work and how her school system work and all of that shit. That was boring. Why would we want to see that for 30 or 40 minutes? It was barely no action in this movie. You gotta be kidding me, Seth Rogen. You gotta be. Let me name you some of the characters that was in this movie. Let me name you a lot of the mutants. Rock Study with John Cena. He didn't say much. Maybe that's a good thing because I can't stand John Cena. Post Malone as Ray. You didn't really see him do much. You didn't see Wingnut do anything. And by the way, they should have got another voice actor to do Wingnut. Natasha, no. Leatherhead was awful. Like, I never want Leatherhead to sound like a female. They hired Rose Bryan to play Leatherhead. She did not have a deep voice. They shouldn't have got a girl to do a goddamn man job. Yes, girls have played male characters, voice male characters in the past throughout Hollywood's history, but it's usually little boy characters in the cartoons. It's not like grown male characters. Fuck me. Gaines Frog was in this movie, and those were it. Those were most of the mutants, but they really didn't say nothing. They didn't have much dialogue. The only mutants that really had dialogue was Ice Cube as Superfly and Paul Rudd as Mondo Gecko. Those were really the only two people that was talking besides the Ninja Turtles and besides April, fat, dyke, stale, ugly, hipster, Miss I want to throw up in every scene ass. It was just so pathetic watching her. Why in Hollywood, when you do put black characters in a movie, they have to be idiots or ridiculous or just overdo too much. Why was she throwing up in almost every other scene? Maybe one scene, but every other scene she threw up. She didn't have confidence. She was fat. She was upsetting. I didn't want to see that on the screen, but that's what they gave us. I bet you if April White, she would have been confident like the other white Aprils. I guarantee you. I bet you if April was white, she would be slim, thick, with a little cushion in behind. Fuck me. Superfly. Let's talk about Superfly. At first, I didn't like Ice Cube playing Superfly. I thought it was utterly ridiculous. But throughout the movie, Superfly grew on me. Basically, this whole movie is Superfly is the son of Back Stockman. Superfly wants to kill humans because humans don't accept the mutants. It's practically a fucking washed down X-Men movie, but with just different characters. Superfly is practically Magneto. Basically, like, let's just be honest. So Superfly was friends with the Ninja Turtles, and then eventually once the Ninja Turtles figure out like Superfly's plan. And by the way, the only reason why the Ninja Turtles was trying to find Superfly, it was just so cheesy. They thought if they could beat up Superfly, the city could love them and they could really fit in with the human beings. This cartoon movie was cheesy. It wasn't that good. I've seen 40-year-olds and older YouTubers online today saying this movie was good. Grow the fuck up. You should not be 40 and older and saying that this movie was good. Like, how much is Hollywood paying y'all? Fuck off. This movie was not that good. But that's basically the story. It's a X-Men ripped off story, but cheesy and lame. The Ninja Turtles were trash. The voice acting throughout this movie was awful. The Ninja Turtles did not act like Ninja Turtles. Donatello did not act like a nerd. Michelangelo was not funny. Raphael was not like that hardcore guy that we all know. And the other turtle, I forgot his name, but he was not the leader that Leonardo, yeah, he was not the leader that I accustomed to see him as. This movie was terrible, people. And I swear it was a scene where Superfly like became like a huge monster. I was waiting for Rita from the Power Rangers to come out and say, "Make my monster grow." I'm like, are you serious? So he gotta become a super giant creature? I mean, he could have just stayed the same. Like, what was up with that? This was like a cheesy ass Power Ranger movie mixed with a bad reputation of an X-Men film, mush with like everything pop culture, and they just put it together. And I have a theory about Superfly, about Ice Cube Superfly. That will be in another video. I told some of my friends about what I think is up with Superfly, but I would do that in another video. But this movie was trash. They could have done so much better. It's to the point, if you're gonna make these iconic films for kids, y'all should do two different versions. Make one for kids so the kids could be happy, and make one for the adults so the adults could be happy. Don't try to mix in the same story to try to make everybody happy, because it's just not going to work. It just is wrong. I'm just disappointed. We had so many mutants in this movie. They really could have went off the mutant town, where all the mutants and humans were connected and it was just one big town. because towards the end of the movie, the Ninja Turtles went to school. My goodness, it is so dumb. They got like hip-hop clothes on. They're trying to be like a student and shit. It's just dumb. It could work if there were multi-mutants that was in that school, mutants all over the city, but if just the Ninja Turtles is going to be at that school, it's dumb. It's like they took bits and pieces off the comic books, but they just didn't execute it right. I'm disappointed. As a huge Ninja Turtle fan, I am disappointed. I want more. We want more. We deserve more. Don't listen to the YouTube hype machine. Do not do it, because it's a lot of YouTubers saying that this movie is good. A, they're either on drugs. B, they're either kids. If you're 17, 16 or younger and you enjoy this movie, I can't blame you, because you don't know what good entertainment is. You're still a puppy. You're wet between the ears. But if you're like 25 and older and you enjoy this movie, what the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously. Unless you know nothing about the Ninja Turtles. And one more thing before I end this epic rant. It is so stupid, so dumb that, my bad, I'm losing focus, I'm losing train of thought. Ladies and gentlemen, before I end this video, I cannot believe the direction they went. And the last thing I gotta say is the Ninja Turtles do not even know true martial arts. The way they explain it in the movie, that they learn it through watching pop culture, TV shows and movies. That's like me saying I'm a doctor because I watch a heart surgeon on TV doing documentaries or something. It's just utterly ridiculous. So how is Master Splinter really Master Splinter if he doesn't even really know true martial arts? It's utterly dumb. I hate their origin. I hate that Stockman is basically the person that created all the mutants and all that shit. The origin was trash. The movie was trash. And if you're 25 and older and you enjoy this movie, you're trash too. I'm out. And by the way, please subscribe to my new channel. It's called Nerd Shit. The link is below. Please donate, because my rant is better than that movie. So if you pay for that movie, you might as well pay for my service too. And please join Discord. I already kicked out a fruitcake. I need real soldiers on my Discord talking about nerdy shit. And I'm out.
You know the problem with Hollywood is they make shit. Unbelievable, unremarkable shit. Now, I'm not some grungy wannabe filmmaker that's searching for existentialism through a haze of bong smoke or something. No, it's easy to pick apart bad acting, short-sighted directing, and a purely moronic stringing together of words that many of the studios term as prose. No, I'm talking about the lack of realism. Realism. Not a pervasive element in today's modern American cinematic vision.
I once owned a beautiful piece of art. I had to destroy this art before it destroyed me. The artist was the one I loved, the one I let go. I was never the same. Revenge, it's in my heart. And I say this in almost every other video. But I want so much more. And this has been the worst year of my life, 2023. Dying inside. And I don't want to hear there's going to be light under the tunnel. I don't want to hear that just fight another day or things is going to be okay. I don't want to hear that. I'm dead. There is no light in me. I'm a zombie. Broken. God threw his flowers on the ground a long time ago, and I walked over them. And for that, I'd be punished. I know that. But I'm asking God to forgive me. It's a lot of hate. It's a lot of pain inside me. I just want to win. Lord, forgive me.